Welcome back to Ozarks Tonight. Since the 1970s, the United States has been regulating waterways here in the country, making it illegal to pollute them. The Obama administration's 2015 Waters of the United States rule was an attempt to clearly define what a waterway of the United States was, but that seemed to only create more questions and legal battles. But a new proposed rule has been developed that the Army and EPA says will add clarity to the situation. Joining me now is David Castelletto, President and Director of Ozarks Water Watch. So, will this new proposed rule, what will it do? Will it be better or worse?
Well, when we're talking a clear definition, I think it probably does provide a clear definition. At least from what I can see, it simplifies what is a water of the United States, what is not, and it probably will provide more certainty, which does help people that's regulated know if they're going to be regulated for their water body or not. As you said, the problem is we're going to end up in more legal battles and controversies, and so ultimately we're just going to have to see what the courts decide. Sure,
and hopefully with the new regulations to make things more clearly defined, maybe that will stop some of these legal battles from taking place, potentially?
You would hope so, but the 2015 rule and now this rule, you put people on each side of an issue, and instead of, these rules were not developed mostly by people sitting down together and working them out. In this day and age, we seem to be very polarized, and so I'm not sure you're going to see that people will work together. It looks like we'll end up again fighting battles in the courts, and then we'll just see whether we get things regulated correctly or not.
Sure. When we're talking about waterways, which one is a waters of the United States? What are we talking about here exactly?
Well, all of the navigable waters and the flowing waters and that type of thing. What people got hung up about is this ditch, is this pool. Wetlands are a big issue also. Are they connected to flowing waters and navigable waters? And so that definition is very important to people, and the new rule does try to make a better definition, but I'm not sure that will lead to improved water quality or not. That's the big question.
Sure. Taking a look at the long picture, since the 1970s, has water quality here in the United States improved because of regulation in the first place?
Well, there's no doubt. Back then, we had rivers. We talk about the rivers on fire. We had industrial chemicals and horrible pollution, and we've come a long way. The country has seen much better water quality, and we have locally too.
Yeah, we talked about that a little bit earlier. Here in the Ozarks, of course, we have a lot of tourism based on some of the lakes in the area, and it's important for us here to keep water quality clean. Exactly how important is it just to make sure that our lakes, streams, rivers, they're all pollutant-free?
Well, it's critical for everybody, but in the Ozarks, number one, we're blessed with beautiful rivers. I'm from southeast Kansas originally, and my rivers had mud bottoms, mud banks, and here we have beautiful gravel streams and clear lakes. We have to protect those, and not only for our own quality of life, but our tourism industry. That's our economic engine, and so we're very fortunate that the water quality and environmental community and the business community work together. We work hand in hand to protect our waters.
Sure, and what led to greater water protection here in the Ozarks?
Well, back in around 2000, there was a major algae bloom on Table Rock Lake in the James River Arm. And it also led to a fish kill, we believe. There was a fish kill. It was hard to correlate that. And so everybody said, wow, we got to protect the lake. Everybody, the stakeholders, the local people got together, went to Jefferson City, to the Clean Water Commission, and all worked together to pass Phosphorus Reduction Act for wastewater facilities. And it worked. We've had no major algae blooms on Table Rock Lake since then. The James River has become much clearer, and so that's a success story, and that was not mandated by the EPA. That's local people getting together protecting our waters.
So looking ahead, what does the future hold for waterways here in the Ozarks?
I think no matter what happens in Washington, or EPA, I think we're going to protect our waters. We're going to do what it takes to keep our beautiful Ozark streams clean and clear. I think everybody will keep working together just like we have in the past, and I believe that, and I believe we will have beautiful waters for years to come.
David Castelletto, president of Ozarks Water Watch, thanks so much for being here today.
I appreciate it. Thank you for having me.
Thank you.
Enjoyed it.
We'll be back with more after this.